can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete. Stills. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On the ready.
52, Mike 52. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Joker. Check three. Chopper. 52. Yeah. Ready to go. 52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52 is the mic. I'm coming after you.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
On 2nd down, Graham. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that one's complete to Gurley. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check, 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 check.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And Stills bringing it in. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready? 55. Right there in the middle. 55. In the face. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Ready? 15 on it. 15 on it. You.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
58, right over there.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Graham. Flush to his right. He gets it to Cooks. That one goes for 24 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield. Like
there he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
These two teams all tied after 1. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They're running it. Watch twits.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Ready,
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Fair. Check. Hey, team 6. Go.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. 61. 2.
On 3rd down, here's Graham. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jackson. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now Jackson. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
We got 3. Switch. Heads here. Check the call.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the boot. Slant.
Hey, lock it.
52. Check 15.
Go out.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Let's get it. 57 to Mike. 57. I know he ain't got it.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by him. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Samson Ebukam make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On play action, Graham. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, exit.
55. Hey, defense.
3rd down from the gun, Graham. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
go. 70, Indy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's get the ball.
Snap.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Graham. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back.
And got his man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Graham looking to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. He's got the rookie, Darius Slayton. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
On the double.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, Haywood. Get it.
They go play action with Graham. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Mike, 55. Check. Go.
A final shot before break. Graham. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, dude.
52, Mike 52. Watch the curls. Watch the curls. Mike 52. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step two.
First down. Here's Graham. He'll find Metcalf. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
2nd and 10 now. Graham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Going deep here for Stills. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. The 30. the 20, 10, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season, and the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
On second down, here's Graham. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 55, come on. Check 55, come on.
Now.
Graham here from the shotgun. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
It's our time. It's our time. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Oh!
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now and it hurts.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Mike, 55. Mike, here we go, T.
From the 31, Jackson. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. Jackson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. From the gun, Jackson. Going for it all. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
It's now second down and 20.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Say. Watch twist.
Now it's Jackson. It's complete. Stills. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. And the Steelers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and forever. To throw again is Jackson. He completes it to Bryant. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Lamar Jackson taking it in. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Watch the shit.
On the counter, Hunt. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Graham on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
64, right there in the middle. 50, go.
They'll try and throw for it with Graham. Forced out to his left. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Under 10. 10. Check. Motion out of the backfield.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Samson Ebukam in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Got an open man. It's Foster. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Robert Foster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
55's Mike, guys.
To throw is Jackson. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brandon Cooks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
Come on, baby.
Let's go.
Graham going to set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Looking deep for Gabriel. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
55. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Nice shot. Show it up.
Here's Jackson. A deep ball for Gurley. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Todd Gurley, 48 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they go play action now. Graham, and with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Kill.
Rock it.
Kill. Turn up. Watch out.
Go.
Pick and choose the light.
Hit it.
Now Graham. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Jackson. Bryant has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter if he needs to make those plays with the legs. And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Hunt. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
And the Browns 1st down.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Bravo. Fight.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sean Williams. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Steelers, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.